did set the intention that this reading would reach the people it's supposed to, and even if it's not completely your reading, there would be a message in it for you. Okay, so how are you guys? Of course, it is still a general reading. It's not gender specific, so when I say he, she, if I say he, she, just know that I'm referring to energy, not gender, okay? So, let me show you guys. I sat there and read, like literally sat there like I was talking to y'all on my bed with these cards laid out, and like literally did an out loud reading with these cards. I had to pull them, pick them up and bring them over here, but I was pretty moved by this. So this is about a return, about someone you're thinking about. Doesn't mean you gotta wait for them. I never suggest that. It just is kind of filling you in on what is going on with them. And I think this is gonna fill in a lot of blanks. So we start off with the Knight of Shields. And by the way, this is one of my very favorite decks. I usually don't film with it, but I really wanted to share this reading, so I kind of had to alter some of the unsuitable for, young eyes cards. But anyway, okay, enough chatter. So check this out. We've got this Knight of Shields. So the Knight of Shields is my favorite knight. Knights are someone that's, coming in. The knight is someone who's going to typically come in fast and furious with very decisive action. The problem with most of the knights is that they come in fast and they're real decisive at that moment, but their energy is not thought through. It's very, just, I don't want to say it's so sporadic, or, it could be a player energy. It's, what do you say? How do you say it? Spontaneous. It's like an emotion comes over them or a thought, and they just run in. The problem with that is that it's not always thought through and stable, and so sometimes there's a lot of in-out energy. This Knight of Shields or Knight of Pentacles is a knight that has really put time and effort into their next move, and it's somebody is very considering the long term, the consequences for their actions, the results of their actions. And I mean, like this dragon is tame. So this is somebody coming in, but it's slowly. But we like that because it's stable. The next card is another card indicating something coming in. It looks like communication and action. This wand has new development on it. So this is in the works. What I love about these two cards, which I found very interesting, and I am probably going to start, this is the deck I use. I keep it like in bed with me all the time, and I use for myself. So I'm very bonded with it. But I think I'm going to, because I altered some of the cards so that they would, be okay to show on camera. I think I'm going to start using it. But anyway, so look at this. This dragon in the next card, it's like, this guy looks so steady and stable and responsible and maybe even a little unemotional, but then when they do come in, it's thought out, and look at the emotion here. Look at the affection. That it's the same dragon. I mean, look at that. Look at these cards are not the same dragon. So that really caught my attention. So I was like, okay, we're on to something. But this same dragon is coming in. They're going the same direction. There's a new action, new energy. It's thought through, but it's almost like it's like wanting to be vulnerable. As strong and stable. It's like, yeah, I'm a dragon, I'm a beast, I can spit fire. But when it comes to you, it's like this, I feel like there's this energy that's wanting to come in, is thinking about coming in, and then they're going to be very gentle and want approval, is what I'm getting. It's like a snuggle. So there might be somebody, this could be somebody that like the skin to skin, or the snuggling, or sleeping, like, I don't mean, like sleeping, like wrapped up in each other, was very magical, and this is representing probably what's under development, okay? So the next card we get is the Eight of Swords. And this Eight of Swords, the Eight of Swords is a lot of mental energy, feeling trapped. But they're not completely trapped, and you'll see why they feel trapped in the rest of the spread. But it's like, look at this castle in the background. It's like so close yet so far. She probably feels like she is so far from safety and the goal, and the being where she is safe and warm and secure. She doesn't realize how close she is. She could wiggle or hop out of that. She's not surrounded by swords. So these are indicating a need to step out of the comfort zone, do something scary. We have the ability to do scary things. When we get too complacent, we don't grow, and then we don't know how to handle challenges. So I've been going through so much growth, and I got to tell you guys, in my opinion, it is so freaking important to not avoid conflict, because I avoided it for so long that I didn't know how to deal with it anymore. And that is you can't succeed in life if you can't handle conflict or do hard things. Okay, and I'm not saying that's your person, but I'm saying it was just a side note. But your person or whoever this is, the roles could be reversed. This could be you, but somebody feels stuck. Okay, and the stuckness is followed by the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, and I mean, look at this freaking deck. Don't you love it? I don't even remember what it's called. Oh, that's terrible. I've got to look. It's probably in the description box because I've got all the decks listed there. But she's like, come, you can trust me. But she's got some truth that needs to be said, and she's wanting truth. There's some sort of enlightenment here. She's perched on this stone structure. And there's a rainbow here, so this could indicate some light at the end of the tunnel. But what was it? It was screaming something to me. It was, the truth will set you free. This is freedom. I'm telling you guys, my energy with this deck, my energy was so strong when I started out doing this reading for me, but it was like, oh my gosh, I've got to share this. So this rainbow is freedom, right? She's basically saying, speak your truth. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and she is all about truth. And she can be fierce too. This reading, okay, I'm going to stop saying that and just show you why. Okay, and then we also have the death card here. I feel like maybe there's been some sort of issue with family, or I don't know if it's a literal death. But again, I see this light, and through the darkness, this person with this, I may have to come back to that one because I feel like I forgot something that came through earlier. But this person, I feel like they have the weight of the world on them, like, what is that? I don't know, I can't. Anyway, so this is leaving a difficult situation. That could be what this death card is all about. It's about the formula, the making it happen, there's mental energy. The death is an ending. This is also a 4. It's a 13, but anyway, so there's something that intuitively, bottom of the deck was the High Priestess. This High Priestess indicates knowing. They know that they need to walk away from something. There's a lot of family energy here too. But yes, I think they know when they leave whatever they're feeling very tied down to, very responsible for. This person may have a lot of people relying on them, And I don't think they want to. They are very methodical and wanting to think twice before they end that and walk into something else. They want to be responsible for their decisions. I think they want to be responsible for the person or people that they're leaving. But they intuitively know that there's some sort of tie. See this harp in the background? It's half underwater. 3 ships have sailed. Whatever this person is tied to, I feel like there's a bit large feeling of obligation rather than really wanting to be there, and they're not being nurtured. Their soul isn't nurtured in it, okay? And then clarifiers, see how I altered the parts? Anyway, so this is 10 of Cups. This is strong family energy, but the shadow is like, telling me that there's something toxic. This is like robotic looking to me with this shadow card. So there's some sort of like feeling tied down, can't break free, because there's a like a familiar obligation. And then we also, clarifying everything, we also got the 8 of Wands, which is communication and forward motion. And this has a funny energy, the 7 of Swords. This is, I think this is, this person, I think, wants to be truthful with leaving a situation, but that truth, it's, and I'm not ever saying not to be truthful, but like telling the whole truth, to speaking their truth is possibly going to not turn out well. So there's like a need to figure out how to word it. Like they don't want to word it as in a I'm cutting you off and I'm not taking care of you anymore type thing, even though that might be how they feel. They feel drained. I think your person feels drained from all the giving and all the taking and all the responsibility, and what they're looking for and what they're seeing in you. It looks like they're going to end up leaving that. They're just trying to figure out how, and they're coming towards you, which is what they need to come towards is somebody that is going to rescue them back. It's that whole, this Queen of Wands is not someone that's waiting to be rescued. She is someone that is a power couple. She complements that person. See the dragon again? It gives me chills. This dragon is tame for both of them. This dragon loves her too. And I think that's you. It's so beautiful. That chair looks like a penis. And maybe I'm just thinking that because I had to blur out all the, nudity in here, but that's crazy. She's got a green shoe, look at that. And also another thing is there's polarity here. See the fire, the orange here, and then the cold here? It's like cold, cold heart. She's got a fire. But she's very deliberate, she's passionate, she's intense. And I think she'll be cold where she needs to be. She might help balance him out. But this person is absolutely drained and find it growing. This is somewhat maybe karmic. There's some sort of, toxic family ties that have been, probably handed down from generation to generation, and this person feels trapped by either the person they're with or maybe their family. They're responsible for a lot of people, okay? So they're trying to figure out how to word it, if they should not be honest about it, what to do in that situation, but they want it. Their soul's not their soul is here, but this is how they feel. And here, constantly giving, not being filled. Oh yeah, the bottom of the deck. Let's just see if anything else comes up. Powerful read. say a small disclaimer. I never think you guys should wait and put your life on hold. Your happiness is always you are always going to be responsible for your happiness. And you have things that you have to grow from as well. So please never put your life on hold. Now, if you feel like you're in a twin flame and you want a deeper reading, you can check out my extendeds. Those are timeless and they're super, super detailed. I do those instead of personal, so that they're a fraction of the price. So they're very few people watch them, so they're very detailed. Yeah, look at that. I mean, I feel like this person has carried the weight. And it's so weird because these flew out when I was shuffling this oracle. It says, be here now, and it says new beginnings. So somewhere in the mix, there could be a pregnancy or somebody wanting to have a baby. Maybe they're worried about their age. But this is you and your end. There's learning that needs to be done here. Maybe there's a need to journal, but there's a need to be here now and enjoy yourself now. Don't let what hasn't happened yet, take your happy. Like, see, look at that wish. The next card. These flew out, but now I'm just showing you the bottom of the deck. And look at this. When you see this, what do you see? It's a perception card. I see the two white faces looking at each other, but I don't see what the opposite shape is. Do y'all? I see the white faces staring at each other, but that's all I see. I think you're supposed to be able to see something else. I mean, what is that? Is it an hour? It's not an hourglass. What is that? Anyway. Alright. I feel like we're done with this deck. We're going to pull an oracle. So that just is a little peek at what your person's going through. They know they need to leave. They know they need to leave something that's pulling them down or just wearing them out. They want to confide in you. So be real careful if you want this person. I mean, here's ideally, you're going on with your life. You're making money. You're taking care of yourself. You're being healthy. You're getting together with friends. It's very important. You're spending time with the support system. So, relationships other than this, your interests are being fed. You're achieving things. Those are all key for happiness, okay? You're not being sedentary. You're out and about. You're getting sun. You're not sitting still, okay? I think they say like 2 or 3 hours of just sitting down can undo like the cardio effects of like 45 minutes of, treadmill. It's crazy. So you got to keep on the move. Don't sit. That's when everything starts to atrophy and brain function as well. So ideally, that's what's going on with you. And then this person, and also you're not going to ruminate and be sad as much when you're busy and you're conquering and you're achieving, okay? This person is wanting to come forward and confide in you with some truth. They're trying to figure out how to handle it and not make a mistake with you and with whatever they're leaving. So be careful when make sure, I don't think this is what's going on, but make sure when you hear from this person, and I'm not saying reach out first, but if and when, make sure you're warm and you don't, get snippety. Because if this is your reading, this person is wanting to come forward and they're wanting, I think, comfort, even when they speak their truth. And that's not something that they're used to getting, okay? I'll show you that. Knight of Cauldrons. Yeah, strong family. I don't know. I don't remember. This is leaving. They're having to leave something that's hard, something they don't really want to leave behind, something they care about, something that they feel responsible for. Okay, let's get an oracle, and then we'll do some charms. Chop wood. So make sure you stay focused on your work. Some of you might be struggling to stay on task because some of you might be tempted to try and save someone, but something I've learned is trying to save other people is sometimes we can use that as a distraction from what we really need to deal with and heal within ourselves. Don't go out trying to save everybody and help everybody. It's like me, I'm going through so much healing and shadow work and like realizing all this really crappy stuff about I wasn't trying to revisit my childhood. I was trying to heal from some, traumas that happened in my adult life. But in the process, some childhood stuff came up, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I never freaking admit that I was treated like that as a child? I could cry. How did I never admit that before? You know why? Because everybody that needed a door opened or couldn't afford their gas or, everybody I saw that needed help, I was right there to help them. And, it probably was just distracting me from my own pain. And, you got to heal it. You got to feel it to heal it. You really got to, process the things that happen to you from an adult standpoint and heal those traumas. I'm pissed. I'm like, I would never treat my children the way I know that they just got handed down how they were treated, but that doesn't do it for me. Children, think about it. It's so manipulative. And I'm sorry I'm sharing this. It's been heavy on me the last few days, but see, people, who does this? Treats a child badly. That child can't get up and walk away. They can't call a friend. They can't say, I feel unloved or I feel unworthy. And then, if, they're dismissed or criticized or put, shamed or whatever, they think it's them. They don't know that it's the parent that's in pain or the parent has baggage, and that's what freaking happened to me. It's like, don't be a crybaby. Oh, but I'm going to hurt you. Let me hurt you and then gaslight you into feeling ashamed of crying when I hurt you. How convenient to hurt somebody. I don't know why this is even surfacing right now, but how convenient to teach someone not to be a crybaby so you can get away with hurting them. It just makes me sick to my stomach. And my parents loved me. One was very controlling. I don't know. I haven't figured it all out yet. I'm just still reeling from. I started writing down my story. That's how it started. I was like, okay, I feel strong now. I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to deal with this past pain. I'm going to write my story and freaking get it over with, And my best friend committed suicide, many years ago. And that was my first trauma. And I found her, and she literally blew her head off with a hollow point, which is a bullet that explodes. And I never really went through that story. I never, it was horrible, and I still have blanks in my memory about it. And anyway, that's what I was trying to revisit. I'm sorry. I hope this is probably so heavy for some of you. Just click off if this is a downer, okay? But in the process of writing that down, and I feel like I've made a lot of progress with that incident and that trauma. I've got two more big ones to go, but I started looking at my childhood, and so I started writing that down, and I was like, oh my gosh. I started realizing, well, shit, no wonder I didn't deal with it. I didn't deal with what happened to Carrie because, one, I felt guilty. I felt like it was my fault, right? Because I was her best friend. And because I was shamed. My whole childhood, I was told not to cry. Don't be a baby. Suppress. I learned to suppress and hide everything. Okay, sorry. I don't know if I should post this. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am such a freaking emotional roller coaster right now lately, but major improvement. What are we doing? Chop wood. Major improvement. I will say that. 42. I love you guys. Thank you for listening if you haven't clicked off yet. Okay. So, chop wood, being grounded in everyday experience humility, that's crazy because when I started writing that down, I went and sat on the ground. And that's what started prompting me to start writing it. Okay, so there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to let nature take its course is an important step in manifesting. Taking your attention away from your goals brings you into a state of receptivity. This is deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive aha moments which bring you even closer to what you seek. I am going to still do charms, but that's why I'm reading fast. Nothing is as important right now as just doing what you need to do day to day. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard-won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through lulls when the everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. That is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, say nothing, stare into space, pick up socks, tell a dumb joke. This is literally how I, get my mind off things. But leave space to breathe. The work of your relationship right now is very simple. Just be present. Oh. Wait. Be here now. Told y'all's energy is so freaking strong connected to me. And make sure you're subscribed because that strengthens the connection, makes your readings come out better. Funny how it takes work to just be. All is well, really. Okay, I'm going to hurry and get some charms. Oh no, where are they? Oh no, I lied, I don't have charms. I'm organizing my desk. Wait, oh, here we are. Okay, the camera's going to cut off, but I'm going to get a few out here. Oh, dragonfly. Okay, dragonfly, a strawberry. Wishbone. I love you. There's a dime. I don't know why you guys watch for dimes though. There's a 4-leaf clover. Let me get a couple letters. So this could be somebody's name, it could be initials, it could spell something. Too many E's, there's a D. Oh, need. Wow. I've got an Aries here. You. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's a 6. Here's a T. A Q. I'm going to grab one more and then we're going to have to say goodbye for now. There's a glass of red wine. See, another baby. There's baby energy here. Something to do with the baby. And there's Libra. I love you guys so much. Please tell me your stories in the comments. Let me know if this was helpful, how it resonated, and subscribe.